broke a few cardinal rules in this video, and I'm going to talk about it. One, I'm glad I broke, and one, it remains to be seen, put it that way. But anyway, sometimes we just do what we do. But in this video, I'm going to start off with a little thrifting that I did, and also show you how I online shop for my stuff at estate sales. So let's jump right in. My name is Jamela. Thank you again for tuning in for another episode of Living the Lifestyle of the Thrift and Famous, and welcome. I am glad you're here. I talk about a thrift store over by my job, so I went over there for a little thrift therapy and found these beautiful rock glasses. They were crystal and I loved them, and they were only $10. So, needless to say, that was the rule I broke. I don't feel too bad because by the time I got back to work and was talking about them, my boss bought them back from me, so that's a win situation. I let them go. But I've been itching to hit an estate sale, so this is how I find estate sales in my area. And you can too. All you have to do is put in your zip code and enter the mileage, how far you want to drive, and they'll pop up. So this is one that popped up in my area, and I started perusing through the pictures to see if there's anything that I might see that I like. This here bench caught my eye, but I said, ugh, that fabric is the wrong fabric to me for that bench. But I also like to just look at stuff that they have out there. But this sale was had a lot of nice things, and I love a nice, neat sale where they're detailed in the pictures, and it just makes it easier to shop. But I also like shopping the junky sales too, because that's a picker's delight. I've found many of good things at sales where stuff look kind of, I'm just going to say the word disarray. I love that crystal bowl. That was very nice. And the glasses, I look at them every time I look at these estate sales. I always look for the glassware, the crystalware, barware, because I'm just hunting for something different to add to my collection. Even though I keep saying I'm not going to buy anymore, I still would like to see it. And this one here had a nice vinyl collection. I was going through those to see what I might like and trying to determine if I was going to hop to this sale or not. But yeah, this is how I online shop for stuff from my house. It just makes it much easier, and it beats the days before there was the internet, because before it was just a hit or miss. You don't know what you'd get, what you'd find. But now you get to see everything that's at the house. And then if I don't like anything at that one, I'll check others just to, hop around and see what's going on in the area. So this is a really good sale too. And I saw a lot of different pieces that I like, but nothing that's hitting me with that wow factor. I need to get up early and go rushing out that door for them. But I just thought I'd share with you, because some people really still don't know how to shop for estate sales and look around and find the best things that they can. So I figured I'd just drop a little bit of information for those that don't really know. But there's also this site, and also there's estatesale.com that you can shop too. But I like estatesales.net. That tends to offer a little bit more variety of sales out there. Well, I hope this information was a little bit helpful to those that didn't know on how to look for them. So anyway, I did go down and look for some things at a thrift store to see what I found. I popped into my favorite one, and that's in Columbia. And again, I look for picture frames all the time, and I saw this furniture piece here. Now this piece right here, I'm thinking would be perfect in my TV room. So yeah, I'm contemplating on that while I walk around, but I'm just showing you some other things that I saw. And of course, lamps, and shades. So there were plenty of them out there. And these shades are extremely inexpensive. So if you even wanted to try a project like a DIY, maybe recover one, get a tester, that would be a perfect place to get one from. And this is some art that I saw there, pieces that kind of caught my eye, but nothing to make me go wow. But I did, I enjoyed looking at them. And these botanical prints, I did like those, and I did get those. And this, wingback chair, I thought was in very good condition, and the fabric wasn't torn or anything. It was like a kind of not a silk, but what do they call like a damask or something? But it was a very nice soft sheen fabric on there. But I thought that was a good price for $25. And they still had some other pieces, some love seats and stuff that was nice. So yeah, not bad. This mid-century headboard caught my eye. I thought that was kind of nice. Very 70s, 80s-ish, not bad. And then the other side was pretty empty, and I was shocked to see such emptiness in this space. I've never seen it that empty before, but yeah. But I did make my purchase. I went and got that long chest because I thought, luckily I had my picture with me on my phone about my family room, and I think that's going to look perfect once we, so I did go back and get that. And now I finally got the wall panel being hung, and I was so happy about having that done. And I think it came out really, really good. So I'm totally excited about this happening in the room, because God knows I've waited long enough with this. It's been long overdue. So, and then the little chest, I think, is perfect. So it's coming along as far as my inspiration picture. It's really good to have an inspiration picture. And so this has helped me out a lot with this room. And I donated some things to our town's thrift store, which is called the Lighthouse. And that helps the community by helping them with their electric bill, the sales there. So I dropped some donations off. However, why did I see these glasses sitting outside? I said, oh Lord, I'm going to have to purchase these glasses. Yep, I purchased the stemware. And I used it this weekend to make me a fantastic drink on behalf of AMZChef. Yes, this is not a sponsored video, but they did want me to share their juicer. So after the coffee grinder, they were very impressed with how I presented that. So they asked me if I wanted to do the juicer. And of course I said yes, because I'm sorry, I like juicing. I used to use the Magic Bullet, but that wasn't so great for me. But anyway, this juicer was so easy to put together. It was very compact, and I actually enjoyed using it. I mean, it literally took me maybe 5 minutes to put together, if that. So everything just fits neatly together, and you'll see how quick I'm assembling it. Yeah, this is my first time using it, and I washed, all the pieces, and now I'm getting ready to make my drink. So I'm going to call this drink a dump drink. How about that? Because I used everything that I had in my refrigerator that I thought tastes good or would taste good in this drink. So here it is, all assembled, and it's not very big, and it's not a high-powered one. But it got the job done perfectly, and the cleanup was very, very easy afterwards. But yeah, so let's get busy with my drink and share with you what I put in it. So I cut up everything, and this is what I have: some carrots, some pineapples, some beets, and apple slices. So that's all I had in the refrigerator that I thought was kind of good for a drink. And everything that you saw in that bowl is what made this drink. So that bowl size made me the perfect size drink that I needed for my glass. Now, the chute that you put the fruits or vegetables down in, it's not that wide, so I thought I cut them thin enough, but I didn't. And God knows that pineapple is slippery as I don't know what. It kept slipping out of my fingers. I'm like, what the heck? But anyway, yeah, so I just stuck it all down there like we do with our normal way we making juice. But yeah, the juice was all made. It had the most beautiful color red with the beets, and I like beets. A lot of people don't, but the beets were the perfect touch in this drink. And that bowl size was the perfect amount for me to pour into my glass. And that looked good. But anyway, yeah, I'm so proud of myself. So the drink had beets, which is good for the blood, pineapple, which is good for inflammation, apples, which we all know is vitamin C, and then the carrots, which are good for the eyes. So cheers to healthy drinking. And of course, I had to use my pretty new crystal glass and have a nice toast in my drink. So yeah, it made it taste even better. You could say what you want, but to me, everything tastes better in a crystal glass, especially a stemware. And I want to thank AMZChef again for reaching out to me to share their product with you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, don't forget to drop me a comment, like, and share, because remember, beauty is being home and loving it. And I'll drop the link to the product in my description box, and if you want, you can go ahead and order one for yourself. Take care. I'll see you again.